friends, and welcome to If My Heart Had Wings. It's the first game that I'm going to be playing, getting back into it, so I wanted to not only do an Otome game just because it's easy to record and whatnot, but because that's seems to be the one that I get the best response to, honestly. Anywho, I had a whole bunch of games on Steam, and I just kind of I made a list of all the Otome games and rolled a dice to pick one. So it's this one, yay! It looks really good. So I guess we'll just get started. Oh, free achievement. Sounds really good. The bicycle road race is known as a really harsh sport. The hill climb in the middle is hell too. Oh, I need to probably speed up this. While putting strain on every muscle in your body, you have to continue pedaling without any breaks to climb a steep hill. Usually. At the time, I always think, I can't do this anymore. I'll make this race my last. Even though I think that every time, in the end, I still take part in the next race. I've endured severe training so that I don't have to put my feet down halfway through the hill climb. Why do I do that? Because once I finish the hill climb, I'm waiting for my reward. Oh, wow. Nothing compares to the feeling of cutting through the wind as I race down the downhill section at the blistering speed. At that moment, I feel an incredible rush. Then, I realize that I have forgotten about everything. The pain of the hill climb, the strain on every muscle in my body, and the days of hard practice. It's not a matter of whether I win or lose the race. I just enjoy it, and that's why I continue to ride. That's how it should have been. Oh no, what happened? It was cool animation, though. Still not liking how the chair sits. I still didn't have much life experience at the time, and it was something beyond my imagination. Suddenly, without warning, something was taken from me. I could always say shut away or lost. However, to directly express the emotion I felt at the time, taken is the word that fits best. So there was one thing that I learned. Life isn't all about having fun. I gained a lesson in life. The thing I lost was everything. I let myself get depressed about this, but I should have thought about it a little more. If something could be taken from me so abruptly, then something could be given to me just as suddenly. That's actually really... Yeah, I like it. The wind blew. A gentle but strong wind. It would not have been unreasonable to call it an encounter. What this could be the start of, even now, there's still no way for me to know. I really like the animation. Like, that's so cool. It's very simplistic, but it's like it adds a level of depth to the graphic novel. The windmill is turning. People are overwhelmed just because of the size of such enormous things. This unnatural silhouette serves as its function, but to those who don't know what it is, it would appear to be something very bizarre. With so many lined up like this, it could be said that to be even more overwhelming. But why is that? The sight of the white windmills lined up on the green hills somehow seems so picturesque. This is amazing. To think that something like this could be made. At the very least, 5 years ago, there was nothing here, just a wide open space. I heard they were going to build a large-scale renewable energy research facility. The cell phone in my pocket vibrated to tell me I had received a text. It's from Anshan. Owie. Owie? Yeah, Owie. To Owie. Did you arrive here already? Sorry I couldn't come to meet you. My name is written in using a Chinese character read as Owie. It's a difficult character and is often mistaken for Midori. Incidentally, whether it's Owie or Midori is often mistaken for a girl's name, which causes a few problems. I'll quickly write a reply. I hardly ever use text, so I find the key touch awkward to use. I got here a little too early, so I'm just going for a stroll. The windmills are amazing. Okay, Sin. The reply came quickly. They're great, aren't they? It's the new famous spot of Kazagura. If you have any problems, contact me anytime. Oh, that noise scared me. Anshan. Thank you, Anshan. Anshan? Chan, right? Chan. Pronunciation is not my strong suit. As I sent the text, I sat down on the grass. This place is on the hillside, so from here I was able to gaze out at the lake, the town that stretches across the opposite bank. The rapid redevelopment of the town of Kazagura meant that the remnants of the old buildings from the Showa era are intermingled with the modern architecture. The view expresses both the past and future at the same time. Huh? Airplane! Something white flitted across my field of vision. For a moment it looked like one of those windmill blades had come flying off, but there's no way that could happen. Heh, you're funny. Scooch that over. Is it a paper airplane? I got up and headed down the slope to look for it. The paper airplane glided gently, eventually lost in its momentum and descended. Gotcha! I ran ahead of it and did a small jump and caught it midair. Where did this come flying from? Judging by the direction, it had come from the top of the hill. At a time and place like this, could there be someone else here beside me? I took the paper airplane with me as I climbed up the slope. Just as I was able to see the top, the wind took my paper airplane. A sudden gust of strong wind blew the paper airplane out of my hand. Hey, wait! I chased after the paper airplane and ran up the slope. I really like it, instead of just a stagnant image, this is really cool to me. It's the small things. I'm gonna guess that says if my heart had wings. First contact. Then, just as I finally caught it, well, hi there. There was someone at the top of the hill. It was a girl sitting in a wheelchair. Looking fleetingly into the distant sky, a sudden breeze blew her hair as she combed it back with her fingers. Against the background of the blue sky, the windmills that spread across my view, the girl's black hair and white blouse looked incredible. It was as if I was looking at a completed work of art. The girl noticed me. At first, I thought I should make an excuse for why I was there. It was like I had stepped into her world without permission, and I started to feel guilty. She's not saying anything. Some guy had just suddenly appeared, so perhaps she's being cautious. To show her the reason why I'd come here, I held out the paper airplane. Did you throw this? The moment she saw it, her facial expression stiffened. She looked like she's welling up. Suddenly, tears appeared in those delicate eyes. Huh? What? I'm sorry! I ruined your paper airplane! The tears that had welled up in the corners of her eyes came running straight through. So it got to you. As I watched, great big tears came rolling down her cheeks. Oh my god, I'm so sorry! Hey! Without thinking, I walked up beside her. What's wrong? Do you hurt somewhere? As she shook her head, she touched her hand and that I had unconsciously held out as if she were clinging to it. Her hand was small and trembling. I was scared. Scared of what? She gently squeezed my hand. It's okay now. I didn't even know what the situation was. I'm just telling her it's okay. However, as I answered, I squeezed her hand back. Chickens don't go quack quack! What? What? Ow! Ouch! Before I knew it, there was something like a chicken at my feet all of a sudden. It started pecking at me. It's a duck, you moron! And it's got the most adorable hat! Ah! It's mad at you. Peck, peck, peck. Ow, that hurts! What is this thing? Stop that! Hat? It's a duck named Hat! Hat, as it was called, calmed down at her command. Is it a duck? With a yellow beak and white feathers, it was a duck that looked like a chicken. For some reason, it was wearing a hat. I'm sorry. It's because I was crying. He thought you were making her cry. It seems he mistakenly thought that you made me cry. Ah. So this is how surprising it would be to suddenly get attacked by an animal. However, thanks to that, it looked like she had stopped crying. Is a towel okay? I don't carry a handkerchief around with me. As I said that, without waiting for her reply, I took a hand towel out of my bag. Of course, it had been washed, so it was clean. Thank you. Why were you crying? If it hurts somewhere... That's not it! As she answered, she pointed to one of the wheels on her wheelchair. Oh no! It had lost its air and collapsed. She couldn't get home! Oh no! You got a flat tire? Because of that, I've been stuck here. I've been here for an hour already. Oh god! What? That's a terrible thing to happen. Just a mere flat tire. For her, it's like having her legs taken away. Don't you have a cell phone? I left it in my room. She answered dismayed. Oh god! That's why I thought of another way to call for help. That way, if there was someone who can get my SOS and come here for me. SOS? Oh, this! Oh, I opened up the paper airplane and that I still had in my hand. I'm in trouble, some help me, I'm on Windmill Hill. So, when somebody arrived carrying the paper airplane, she felt relieved and started to cry? Now, she was fine, but until just now, she was shaking. That must have been how scared she was. Hold on a moment. The bag at my feet rustled as I rummaged around inside it. Bicycle pump. When she saw the tools I had taken out, she seemed confused. Would it be okay to get you out for a moment? Why? I'm gonna fix it. You can go anywhere if you have a flat... Or you can't go anywhere if you have a flat tire, can you? Yes. But, would you be able to give me a hand? Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Getting out of the wheelchair is not easy for her. What should I do? I don't want to touch you inappropriately or anything. From the methods I'd seen on TV, the care workers do it by embracing them from the front. We both looked as though we imagined the situation and froze. I think I'll do it myself. Excuse me for a moment. Huh? Oh god, she fell out! Oh, no, I just grabbed her. Okay. Excuse me. As I put my arms around her sides to her back, I suddenly lifted her up. Whoa, she's so light. Because she was much lighter than I had expected, there was too much momentum. Up! Before she could grasp the situation, I put her down on the soft grass. I embarrassed the shit out of her. I'll have it done soon, so hold on a moment. Sure. They're made in the same way as bicycle tires. I immediately started on the repairs. I really like the way this is set up. Like, it's just so prettily laid out. I immediately started on the repairs. She's behind me, so I can't see her expression, but I had a feeling that she's being stared at, or I'm being stared at with contempt. As I quietly worked on the duck was waddling around me and pecking at the soil. Is this duck your pet? No, he isn't. We're housemates. Housemates? I thought I'd go outside and he started to follow me. Hat, don't go too far. You'll get left behind. Duck don't care. Do ducks recognize their own names? When he's called, he responds by turning around. Yeah, ducks are actually very smart. I want a duck as a pet, but in my tiny apartment, I don't have... I mean, they have diapers, but I can't... I wouldn't be able to spend enough time with him as is. Hey, he's pretty smart. Yes, he is. That's why he's so much trouble. He's always getting into mischief. As I looked at the duck, I saw her legs laid out on the grass in my field of vision. So she can't move them? There are a number of reasons why people need to use a wheelchair, but it looked like she had a disability in her legs. When I picked her up just now, her body stiffened up with surprise, but there was no strength at all in her legs. The duck returned from his little excursion. While walking around her, he would occasionally try to jump onto her lap. Get off of me! She said that as she made him get down again. Oh, he just wants to sit in your lap. As I watched this exchange from the corner of my eye, I fixed the flat tire. Boys are great, aren't they? They always walk around with those kinds of tools. Not everybody. That's not really the case, though. I sometimes carry them with me. This is the first I've sat on the grass in ages. It's soft and feels nice. She is adorable! As she said that, she made a little sound as she stretched. This is a nice place, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I can see it from my window. I wanted to come here just once. The wind blows through here. 5 years ago, there were no windmills, though. 5 years ago? I just come back to this town. Oh, really? She directed her gaze to something far away. So you've come back to your hometown? Yeah. She suddenly looked down and seemed lonely and strangely sad, probably missing her own hometown. There was an awkward silence as I continued working. Quack, quack, quack. Hat is adorable! The duck twisted his neck to look up at the sky. What is it, Hat? She was tempted to look up, too. I wonder what that is. What's that? Something is flying. There was something floating in the air. It was crossing the lake and gradually getting closer. Airplane! At first, I thought that it was a paper airplane that she had thrown coming back to us. But it wasn't. It crossed the lake and eventually reached the air above the small hill where we were. An airplane? That's not paper, it's a real plane. But what is this? Its silhouette is much thinner than any plane I've known, and the wings are really big. It's a glider. No doubt about it, that's a glider. A glider? I repeated the name as if to confirm it, and then looked at the sky once more. With its big white wings, the wide silhouette, it reminded me somewhat of a seagull. I can talk. Hey look, it's turning! It's so pretty! The glider? It's continuing to turn leisurely above our heads. It's flying ever so slowly. Of course, it doesn't have any thrust. As it proceeded slowly across the blue sky, it seemed to be floating rather than flying. To fly on the wind like that? It looks like it would feel nice. Yeah. It's coming down. The turning glider looked as if it had given up on rising and came down towards the top of our hill. I mean, it's not like it was coming down to land. It was just reducing its altitude. Why don't we try waving? They might notice us. Yeah. She earnestly stretched out her hand and waved towards the white aircraft floating in the sky. Hey! Quack. Thank you, Hat, for your input. I don't know if the pilot noticed us or not. However, the wings reflected a gleaming light, and it really did look as if it was answering us calling out to it. Then, the glider turned its back to us and flew back, away to the other side of the lake, where it had come from. It's gone, she mumbled sadly as she lowered her hand. Extended the little wings which fly in the sky highly. I assume that's a poem that's going to be gone over time. Oh, cicadas! Sounds like cicadas. I fixed the flat tire and went with her into town. This is the residential area on the opposite bank of the lake to the Windmill Hill. Whew, that's a tongue twister. Where we were just now. This place is nice. I'll take you back to your home. No, it's okay. It seemed like she was going to say but before she stopped speaking. For a girl with a walking disability, just because she was showing a little kindness, she can't bring some guy she hardly knows back to her house. Thank you. Because of you, I was saved. Don't mention it. If your tire ever goes flat again, call me anytime. I only said it as a joke, but she blushed and looked down nervously. Thank you. If you're thanking me, you already did that just now. It was quite fun, like spending time with a friend. Yeah, me too. And I saw something unusual, too. The glider that we had just seen was now flying in the air above the hill we were just now. So did I. That's the first time I've seen a real one. I now have some wonderful memories. She murmured quietly and giggled. Coupled with her cute and dainty appearance, was her lovely smile. Well then, I'd better get going. Okay, take care. Sure. The wheels squeaked as she pushed the wheelchair along with her hands down an empty street. Behind her, the duck wearing a hat waddled along with her. God, that's adorable. Hey. She stopped her hands and turned to face me. See you again. She looked troubled and embarrassed and left without saying anything. She sure was cute. Where is she from? Her appearance was quite graceful, as if she were the daughter of a rich family. A little lady with a duck. It was an odd combination, but they seemed strangely familiar with each other. Okay, I'd better go. Now I'm going to the dormitory called Flying Fish Manor. Oh, Flying Fish Manor. Due to the certain circumstances, that place will be my new home. While walking alone on the gently sloping street, I look up at the clouds moving above. Floating so freely like that, they reminded me of the glider. That distinctive silhouette had left a mysterious impression on me. And I think that's where we're gonna call it. I'm thinking 20 to 30 minutes episodes, stretching towards 30 minutes, but I don't want to go over because 45 minutes is a ridiculous amount of length for me to be recording. Anywho, we're gonna stop it there. So until next time, peace out, y'all.